Hello, everyone. This is the Harley Preacher. How do you prepare for Sunday? Yep, how do you prepare for Sunday? I'm going to give you an example. The Dallas Cowboys, my favorite team, are preparing for Team X. And this game is huge. Every game for the Cowboys is huge nowadays. So how do you think the Cowboys are preparing for Sunday? I believe that they are preparing in such a way that makes them ready to do great things on that day. But I think they're also preparing their minds. They're reviewing plays. They're watching the tapes of the teams. They're also conditioning their bodies. They are doing their cardio. They're in the gym. They're doing whatever it takes. They're probably doing that and a whole lot more. So when Sunday arrives and it's time to play, they're ready to play. And they show up on time. They arrive to the field on time. But just imagine if Dak says, well, I'll miss the pregame warm-up because I've done that, a whole bunch of times and I know what it's like. Or he says, I'll show up to the field after the third or the fourth play. Well, I believe that Dak is showing disrespect, not only for himself, but he's showing disrespect to the team. He's showing disrespect to the coaches. He's showing disrespect to the fans, don't you? But how do you prepare, my Christian friends? How do you prepare for Sunday? You're going to meet the one true God on Sunday morning worship. The same God who watched over you throughout the week, protected you from seen and unseen dangers, the same God that you prayed to for your breakthrough and you received it. You should be preparing to meet that God. Do you prepare to meet God on Sunday morning worship? Do you prepare to come to worship Him in spirit and in truth? Or do you show up late to worship service thinking, it's no biggie, it doesn't hurt anybody, I can show up late? Well, here's my disclaimer. I'm not pointing fingers. God knows. I've been to service late myself. Some folk have a good reason for being late. It could be that they are helping an elderly person, prepare, and, they have to take a little more time in order to get them ready for worship service. Or it could be that someone who works the midnight shift, and in working the midnight shift, they want to go to worship and be a part of that worship service, but they get off work late. So I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the able-bodied, individuals out there. Why do so many people show up late for the worship service? Is the worship service not that important to you? I mean, that you should be on time, or you should prepare to be on time? Well, we prepare to get to work on time every day. Amen. We prepare to go to the doctor's office to get there on time. We prepare to pick up our kids on time. But when it comes to the worship service, the most important gathering of Christians, our attitude is, well, I'll be there after the third or the fourth song, or I'll be there when the preacher starts preaching. Well, I believe it's showing disrespect not only to yourself, but to the church, to the preacher, to the members who got there on time, because now they got to get up and move so you can have a seat. And you're also disrespecting the God of heaven who was there, or who is there. To walk into worship and walk into a worship service late, how does that make you feel? Well, what do you think the penalty is when we as Christians don't show up to worship service on time, chronically on time, or arrive to service late every Sunday? My friends, I wish you wouldn't do that anymore. Be prepared. Get prepared for Sunday worship service. You'll be glad you did. And all the preachers said, amen. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I know I'm going to get some comments on this. This is the Harley Preacher. God bless.